All right, we are back. Welcome to my live trade session. It is Tuesday, February 20th, and we are in here like swimwear. Now, market just opened. If you tuned into my pre-market analysis, I am bearish on both the NASDAQ 100 as well as the S&P 500. Did I say NASDAQ 100 or 500? On NASDAQ, I'm bearish. On S&P, I'm bearish. Okay. Market just opened. We are pushing up on NAS and slightly on the S&P 500. Really what I'd like to see is price come up here, sweep these areas of liquidity. I really like this area right here. And then looking for an entry to take it back down. So we'll see. I want to keep in mind the higher time frames because this right here is also, if price were to close above this, then we'd be bullish on both NAS and S&P 500 on the 1 hour. So keeping that in mind, we'll just make sure to be paying attention to that as well. All right, on NAS, we've already got a push above this high, which technically is a sweep of liquidity because this is a 1 hour high. So keeping that in mind. So it's already swept one area of liquidity. We also don't have any news today, so we should be chilling. It's so hard to look cute so early in the morning. Ow. I literally just sat on something really sharp and I was like, ow, but I didn't want to be dramatic. And I have been missing an earring. And I was kind of sad about it, but not too sad because I had another replacement earring for it. But I found it and it just stabbed me in the butt. It's a little bee. Can you see that? It's so cute. I have them in right now though because I have a replacement one. It's a B, and then I have an H for Brittany Hughes. I'm happy I found that, though. Okay. We just wait, and we will just see. Oh, it's kind of a big candle. I'm also being really particular about staying on the 5-minute until I get my third confluence and then going down to the 1 minute really just simply for a better entry. But I'm like really being not cognitive. I'm just really being disciplined. I don't want to take the lower time frame entries or like I don't want to take the lower time frame confluences as truth because they're just really not the truth for me. La 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 la, wait till I get my money right. Oh. Yeah, I'm definitely looking for cells, though. Definitely. I turned on the heater because I was frickin' cold, but now I'm frickin' sweating. Love that for me. like I was saying, it's so hard to look so cute early in the morning. Like, I took a shower this morning, so I'm fresh, but it's just like, what am I gonna do? Get ready for this? Ugh, absolutely not. To take all my vitamins too. At this point, we're just chilling, waiting for our entry if we get one. And that's really it. On both the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ, we've swept an area of liquidity on the 1 hour. NASDAQ swept a little bit more coming up to here. Actually, it hasn't quite swept it yet, but it tapped it. So whoa. I'm having deja vu right now. Like, this is actually a dream that have had before, which is kind of crazy. Price would need to break below that for it to be a break of structure. If I'm not mistaken, and price would need to break below here as of right now. So we'll keep an eye, right? Oh my God, I'm not even hooked up. What the hell? Okay, there we go. Again, as a reminder, if you didn't watch my pre-market analysis, I'm going to be paper trading this week on both NAS, and then S&P 500. Reason for that being, I am starting to trade futures now versus trading indices on Forex format. So I don't know how to do that. I don't really know how futures works. So I'm paper trading so I can get an idea of what the I'm doing. Okay? Full transparency. Not making any money this week, which honestly is fine. Which is so fine by me, because if you'd my thought process in that is, if I don't know what I'm doing, why would I even want to try to risk? Like, that's so stupid. Why would I risk losing money to make money if I just genuinely don't even know what I'm doing? Because the odds are just not in my favor. Okay, price broke structure to the downside here on NAS. And then let's check out the S&P 500. Same. They're moving very similarly. Depending on how this candle closes will dictate if this is a valid fair value gap. Holy shit. Price is going crazy. Wow. I'm just going to go ahead and mark this out right now because the way price is moving and there's no news. So what the hell? Let's see. Forex Factory, yellow folder, final wholesale inventories. Not for another 20 minutes. Oh, no, that was at 6. That was like an hour ago. So I don't know. I'm going to mark it out here too. This candle also has 4 minutes, but we'll see how it closes. Where's that? So this is the fair value gap potentially. We still have 4 minutes until this candle closes, or a little bit less than that. And then this purple line is, I'm just going to pull this out, where the order block starts. So keeping that in mind, I'll do the same for the NASDAQ. I think. No, the order block starts right here. So ideally, what I would love is for price to come back, pull back up into this fair value gap, and then give us rejection out. If that occurs, then we'll go short. Patience, patience, patience pays. Now, again, the only time I would go down to the 1 minute is for a better entry, and that's not until we get back up into this territory. That's it. I have so many vitamins to take. I saw this girl on TikTok, or I don't know where it was actually. She had like a handful of vitamins and she just put them all in her mouth. Like a psychopath. I have so many. I don't know if you can see. I would try that, but I don't want to choke and die on camera. That would be so embarrassing. Could you imagine me choking on camera and dying? Okay, maybe I'll try 2 at a time. Go crazy. I swear I can't even do 1 at a time, so 2 at a time for me is ludicrous. I think you have to put them in first. Wait, that's so much easier than what I normally do. What? Okay, I'm going to try 3 now. I normally do water and then pill, but I always choke and like gag. So I'm dry. I'm doing pill and then water. Wait, what the heck? It's so much easier. I only have 3 more. I almost feel like I could do them all at once now, which is maybe a bit ambitious. Okay. This 5-minute candle closed. Validating this as a true fair value gap. Wow, price is very bearish. So again, I want to see price pull back into this area of interest up here. So we'll just be patient. Patience pays. Okay. 3 more vitamins. I just took all my mushrooms. I take cordyceps mushrooms, lion's mane, and then I take a psilocybin microdose mushroom. So that's what I just took. Now I'm taking krill oil, which is like fish oil, but krill. This is what it looks like. It's like a dark red, which kind of makes me sad. It's like, why is it a dark red? Is it the blood of the krill? I don't know. And then I'm taking an iron pill. Not that exciting. But actually it is, because it makes me feel 10 million times better. I was watching the animal, it's like One World or something. It's like the Animal Planet thing. And they had a segment on krill. And I was like, I didn't even know what krill was, to be honest. But it's actually it's not like a fish. Well, maybe it's a fish. But it's like an organism in the ocean. I had no idea. I don't know if the microphone was just hiding me. Hopefully it was, because I almost just died on that one. That was crazy. Okay, our vitamins are in us, and we are ready to go. Honestly, I'm just going to pause this live until I see Price come a little bit closer to this area of interest, because I'm just going to be sitting here. Okay, so see you in a second. All right, we are back with some movement. So on the NASDAQ 100, I hate saying that word. NAS. I don't know if it's NAS or NAS, whatever. We made another fair value gap here. So that's something to keep an eye out on. I also drew equilibrium. I drew it here. This is such a silly candle, though, but that's where we're at right now. I drew it from the high to the low, and then same thing here on the S&P. Another fair value cap, was formed here. Drew equilibrium. Equilibrium is up here. I want price to push up a little bit higher. It's currently, we have 3 minutes until the 10 a.m. mark, which is where when I normally see a setup. So we shall wait and we shall see. Market has been going crazy. Not really. It's just been really bearish. So it could sell from here, but I want to see a little bit more rejection. So that's where we're at. Bing, bang, 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 bang. I'm kind of just paying attention to the S&P right now, because we're getting a pullback to one of the fair value gaps. And it really gave like a true low. NAS, there's like this very small little doji here, but I don't really know what that means, to be honest. So again, I don't necessarily know. I've never traded on TradingView, so will be a new experience. Again, this is just a paper trading situation, though. Did that close below? I'm going short. Okay. I'll explain in a second. Let me... Oh. What's going on? Okay, I don't know. Oh, modify? Okay. Oh, no. Okay, I didn't do this correctly. I didn't do this correctly. So what I'm going to do is place, although I don't really want to, I'm going to place my stop loss above this high. And then my take profit at this low right here. So here's the thing. This is why I've done what I've done. Now, granted, I'm risking. This is only $1,000 paper trading account, so I'm definitely over leveraged right now. Well, I'm not actually, but I am at the same time. So I thank God I'm paper trading, because I don't know. Okay, so this is why I entered this trade. So 1 hour and 4 hour bearish. We know that. Price came up here, swept this 1 hour liquidity, and which is great. Now price then broke structure to the downside when it broke below this purple line, which was this low right here. And then it created two fair value gaps. Now I marked out both of those fair value gaps and equilibrium. Equilibrium technically is not until right here. What equilibrium signifies, I guess you could say, is it shows where price is at a premium and where price is at a discount. Ultimately, we like price not we, price likes to pull back into this 50% or above 50% mark, which would be having it be at a discount. I'm still learning like the terminology for it, but we like to see ultimately price pull back up into the 50% mark before continuing to sell down. Now, I took this trade before price pulled back to that 50% mark because of this fair value gap right here. We pulled into it. We got a rejection out of it. I went down and scaled down to the 1 minute for this entry. Price broke structure on the 1 minute, and so I took the entry. Now, normally what I would like to do is I would like to place my stop loss above the liquidity sweep, but I was unable to do that because I just incorrectly put like an incorrect lot size, making the risk like it would have just taken out the entire account. So I placed it above this 5 minute high and at the top of this fair value gap. So if price stops me out, that's okay. I'll still have another opportunity to get in because if it pulls up here, and then, but if not, and price goes lower, great. That's in alignment with our overall bias, and that would be good for our trade. Now, I put stop loss down here under this 1 hour area of liquidity. So we will see. But I am over leveraged because to make 800, and I'm basically making, if this were to hit take profit, like 85% on the account. Like, that's really stupid. That's really stupid. And then if I were to lose, I'd lose 33% of the account, which again is really, really stupid because I only want to be risking 1% per trade. So again, thank God that I'm smart enough to know that I needed to paper trade this week. So yeah, that's where we're at. Ooh. That is where we're at. I also would love to get this thing set up correctly. Maybe I'll take some time tomorrow. I don't really have time today to set this up appropriately. I do like, okay, so initial thoughts on placing trades on TradingView. I do like how it kind of gives you a running, well, MT5 does this too, but like you can see what you're up or what you're down at any given second. And it signifies a little arrow of when you got in at. I did 1 unit, so that was just an ungodly amount, really. I don't know why this changed. Other areas of interest in terms of take profits right here. That's really it. There's also a nice 15-minute fair value gap right here as well. So we'll see. If I get stopped out, then I'm okay with that. And I can go in for another entry, but it's too early to tell. We'll see what Price wants to do. I would play music, but the last time I did, I got like copyright, whatever. So I need to figure that out too. I should honestly start making a list of all the things I need to figure out with this live trade situation. NASDAQ really ain't doing much of nothing. It keeps changing my take profit, and I'm unsure of why. Like, are you trying to send me a sign? Like, what's going on? Oh, maybe I just wasn't modifying it. Already up 1%. Again, this is just by mistake, not by design. It's so pretty outside and the sun is shining. I kind of want to open. Oh, it's going to be cold. It's like pretty, but I know it's still cold out there. Okay, again, pausing this until we get a little bit more momentum. Would love for price to break this low, though, for show. That would be nice. That would be nice. I would really, really, really like that. It's a pretty dress. I have a question. Oh, slay. Okay. Slay, slay. My question is, it's also really pretty. When was that posted? Can you wear a short dress to a wedding? That's it. That's the question. Because I'm going to a wedding in like 2 weeks and I need a dress and I can't find one that I like. I mean, I have worn a short dress to a wedding before. Not like even not even tight, but like long dresses just... It's just hard for me to like them. No one cares. Literally, I was just going to go into detail, but no one cares. House of CB has some really cute dresses out right now, and they're supposed to be formal, but like the whole middle part of it is missing. And I think it's really, really cute. Others might see it as inappropriate. You know what I mean? So that's the only thing with weddings. It's like you have to be appropriate because it's a wedding. It's a formal event. But also, I want to look cute. Here, I want to show you the dress. Assuming that my girlies are locked in to this video. More girls and guys. How cute is this dress? Stunning. I'm not going to get it because my best friend's going to buy it for her birthday. And I wouldn't do that. But they have it in other colors. But just the concept of the dress. They say that this is a formal dress, but the whole middle stomach is missing. I love it. I think it's sexy. I think it's unique. I love it, but I would not wear this to a formal event. It's definitely a very cute birthday dress. But this is giving too much for wedding. Like it's giving... I mean, the dress would be perfect for a wedding if it didn't have that slit in the middle of the stomach. I think it's so stunning, though. I want it. I want it. Like, this is the shit you wear to weddings. Weddings are... Let me wear a bodycon and call it a day, okay? Just kidding. That's crazy. Also, everything... I'm just talking out loud, obviously. Everything is see-through nowadays. And again, I don't have a problem with that. Other people do. Ugh, it's like such a fine line, but I really need to find something. Stat. Damn, I'm supposed to have a call today. Okay, I'm going to pause this. I feel so silly just sitting here. I'm going to pause it until we get some momentum in either direction. Okay, bye. All right, gang, here we are. Update. I just keep pausing it because it's like I'm bored sitting here. So I don't want you to be bored too. But we had a little sweep of liquidity to the upside just on the 5-minute, nothing crazy. I marked out this purple line because if price broke above that, then it would have been a break of structure. But price is just doing what price wants to do, selling down. For now, this is TP1. It's almost hit TP1 at 4981.25. I have my final TP going to 4972.75 down here. This can honestly change a bit, but that's where I've got it going right now. It is 8:33 for me, meaning it's 10:33 East Coast time. So we are at the 1 hour mark of market being open. And that's where we're at. I think I'm going to play some music because it's so silent. I'm not sure if that can be heard, but okay, what can I be getting done on my to-do list while we're in this trade? Like never before. Can do that before my call. Okay, I'm the worst. I'm literally pausing this until I either take profit or I'm close to getting stopped out, because one thing about me is that I have 2 other jobs. So I just have things to be doing right now while this is playing out. So I'm going to go do those other things. I'm going to come back. You'll either know if my trade took profit or hit TP or was stopped out. Okay? I know. Trust me, I know. I'll get the hang of this too. Also, you'll get the hang of this too because this is just how my brain works. I'm literally all over the place all of the time. But I'm feeling good. I'm feeling like I just want to get stuff done. So I'm going to take advantage of that because that's not always the case. And then, like I said, I'll be back in a second, hopefully in a second, to either have price at take profit or stopped out. Price is about to hit TP1 though, which we love, which is right here. So TBD. Okay, we are here with a bit of an update. I am now in a bit of drawdown. If price breaks above this high, then we'll have a break of structure to the upside. Again, I put my stops here, which is above this 5-minute high. And again, I did that because my lot size is just astronomical because I did it by accident. It's my first time paper trading on TradingView. I don't know much about it, if I'm going to be quite honest. That's why I am doing it via paper trading this week. So no harm, no foul there, but price is pulling back into this 15, not quite, I guess. This would be the 15-minute order block, or excuse me, fair value gap. Price is pulling back into this 5-minute fair value gap, which is where we took our initial entry off of. So yeah. Equilibrium lies above here. So if price pulled back into this, that wouldn't surprise me, to be honest, because we've got equilibrium, we have a fair value gap, and we have the order block. So those are all great areas for price to pull back into. But we will see. On the 15-minute, we are still bearish. On the 1 hour, we are still bearish. And of course, on the 4 hour, we are definitely still bearish. So nothing has really changed in terms of my bias. Price is just pulling back. As for the NASDAQ, price is also pulling back. If I were to put I'm skipping this little doji because it's just a little doji. So from this high to this low, this equilibrium is at this 5-minute fair value gap. So keeping that in mind as well. Still bearish on the 15-minute for NASDAQ, still bearish on the 1 hour for NASDAQ, and of course still bearish on the 4 hour as well. So the overall bias has not changed for either of them. Price broke above this high, so that means that we had to break a structure on the 5-minute, which, to be honest, is just okay. I don't really mind that. So at this point, I'm just going to, I'm just going to keep an eye on it. And that's all we can really do. But I am going to get some other work done at the same time. So, you know the drill. I also got ready for the day a little bit. I'm going to Pilates in 3 hours. So, I just figured I could get dressed for Pilates. I'm also standing up at this standing desk because I just need to stretch my little leggies. But yeah, again, depending on how to break a structure is on the 5-minute. Again, not a big deal at all. Not a big deal at all. Okay, cool. We'll see what she wants to do. Okay, back with an update. Just got stopped out of my S&P trade. Love that. Another update, I found that the units, which is the lot size, cannot be any less than 1. So ultimately, I just need to have more capital in the account to not blow the entire account. Looking like at least 10 grand. So there's that. Okay, so stopped out of this. It's pushing further into a pretty good area. In the meantime, what I'm going to do, just so I can properly, I think it's here. So I'm resetting my account. I guess I could have taken whatever. I'm resetting my account because I want to be able to take a trade and it not, blow my entire account. So that's what I'm doing. You saw it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Again, this is paper trading. Yeah, man. My bias is, I'm still sticking with my bias, so. I'm just going to wait. I'm just going to be a patient girl and wait my turn. So basically, I'd love for price to pull up to here. That would be really fantastic. And then give us a reaction out of here, because that would be three confluences met: equilibrium, fair value gap, order block. And then that would be great. For Nas, still hasn't even touched our 5-minute fair value gap. So I'm really just paying attention over here for now. Whoa. I need to think for a second. Okay, so I lied. I didn't lie. Things are now just coming together. Again, if you didn't watch my my pre-market analysis, I mentioned that I haven't been trading for the last week or like 2 weeks, honestly. This microphone is also pissing me off. I am so excited to come back to these videos and be like, girl, what were you doing? Like in like a few months from now, and just like to see how much more refined and like more elevated the whole experience is for you also and for me. But I mentioned in my pre-market analysis that I've taken the last few weeks off of filming myself trading because I wasn't actually trading. I was just marking up charts. And the reason why I wasn't actually trading and I was only marking up charts was because I was refining my strategy, not changing it, refining it. I am still looking at the same things that I was looking at before, but just like a little bit differently. And I love it. We're good. But I wasn't trading live or even paper trading for that matter, because I was just refining it. So I was marking up the charts. I wasn't taking actual trades. Okay, we got that. Now, I'm only paper trading this week because, one, of the refinement that was going on, but two, I'm also learning how to trade futures. Thank God I'm paper trading, because my first trade that I placed would have blown my account. Now, all's this to say, if I'm like thinking, or if I'm like, ooh, maybe not, like saying these things, it's because I just recently refined my strategy. And so I'm like seeing things a little bit differently now. So instead of price just coming up here and giving us a reaction, no, I need to see another break of structure to the downside on the 5-minute, a third confluence filled, and then rejection to signify that we're actually going to the downside. So we actually need to see a few more things before I even enter a trade from both sides. I kind of want a coffee. I normally don't do coffees before I eat, but lately I have been, and it's been making me feel psychotic, but it just tastes so good. Let's turn that light off. Good morning. We are filming some content. Now I'm currently trading. Well, I'm not in a trade right now. I took one and I got stopped out. But I'm filming my live trade session. I'm actually live right now. I should have paused this. I should have paused this. But I have posted my pre-market analysis this morning. Currently doing a live trade session, and then going to be posting a post-market recap later today. And that's the kind of business we're on this morning. Happy Tuesday. I have this problem. It's a personal problem, but whenever I'm just standing here not doing anything, I feel like I'm not doing anything. I'm literally trading. Like this is it. This is it. Like I'm actively doing something. I'm trading. And if I'm not like doing something like physically, I'm like, what am I doing? I need to be doing something else. But like, no, honey, sit your ass down and keep doing what you're doing. So this was a high. I'm not even looking at NAS, to be honest. So like I said, what I need to see is price break structure to the downside, give us another confluence, have it be fair value gap, equilibrium. And then, or an order block. And then from there, see a rejection out of that. That is how I would get into another trade. There's so many parameters. And ultimately, it's just to help mitigate risk. Like if you have parameters in place and you follow those parameters and you have a good edge, you'll be profitable. It really can be as simple as that. It's so pretty outside. I'm going to open up the window. I don't care if I freeze. Pausing this until we get some more action. God damn, this is going to be a longer trade session today. It's okay. Patience pays. All right, so price made a new low here. What I would like to see is price is going on? Break below this low, give us a third confluence of fair value gap. Well, I'd like to see a fair value gap, price pull back into that fair value gap, rejection, and then that's it. Signaling that it wants to go lower. So we'll see. All right, a bit of an update. We got an entry that we liked. So like I mentioned before, I wanted to see price break this structure to the downside, create a fair value gap, pull back into that fair value gap before continuing its sell-off. And that's exactly what it gave us. God bless. We had the break of structure on the 5-minute. A fair value gap was created with that break of structure. Price pulled back into it, which also aligned with our equilibrium and the fair value gap. Price reacted. I went down to the 1-minute. I actually took my entry a little bit early. Actually, no. I already took it after this 5-minute closed, and I liked that reaction. And then also, then extra confirmation, price broke structure to the 1-minute, whatever. So now we're in here like swimwear, honey, and I have price of going down to 4972.75. Stop loss is at 4997.75. Again, let's see. Let's measure it. I have a call that I need to hop on right now. Yeah. 600 points, 64 points, ticks, points, pips, whatever. I'm still learning. But I just wanted to give you an update. This is where we're at. Actually, I'm not going to pause this again. I'm just going to let this play. I'm not going to be sat here because I have to hop on a call right now, and I'm also eating breakfast. So, but I want the data, and I'll just time lapse it. Okay. I've either hit take profit or I've hit stop loss. I was on a call, so I couldn't, do the thing. But we did it. Love that. Price hit take profit, which was over yonder. And we love that for us. So 1-1 today, lost one, was up one. Actually came all the way down here. Wow, that's where I put my TV. Okay. Okay, great. This is far too long. Just absolutely way too long. So I'm going to do some frickin' cutting, editing, all the works, just to make this video not 2 hours long, because that's insane. But thank you for coming to my live trade session, and I'll see you in the market recap. Bye.